Hello, Sandy Graham of Hobo Traveler. I'm in Kara, Togo, West Africa, and I found what I would consider a tourist attraction, at least a temporary one, until the bats decide they're going to go to another place. They're called chauve-souris in French, and in just a few minutes I'm going to start filming they fly from a different area. I'm at the place called the Centre Grill, and every night at sunset these birds come out. It's right around 6 o'clock. So I will try to show you a really cool thing. Okay, I'm going to try to focus on just this one spot where maybe we can see the activity of the bats, or chauve-souris as they're called in French. Right up there in this photo there's let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, at least 10 or 12 different bats up there. As you can see, they're starting to move a little. What's happening is that it's sunset, okay, and at sunset, for some reason, I think they come out to feed or something like that. They're quite big bats. These are not little bats. These are like as big as a pretty large mouse or rat. Small rat. Very small rat. Still huge. And I'm in Kara, Togo, and it's really easy. It's free. You can just come here and look at these things. And they're quite magnificent to watch them flying. I mean, I can't really capture the actual flying that easy because they're just too quick. But you're going to see some of the wing spreads here as time starts to come on. What's happening right now is, it's about 6 o'clock at night, and in about another 15 minutes, I hope, everything's going to start busting open and they're going to start flying around everywhere. It's very difficult to keep this focused because of the sunlight. The sun's going down, so the lighting's getting worse by the minute, right? Okay, I'll shut this off and let them start flying and come back on. My friend said, "Arrive." They're starting to fly, and hopefully the ones that are sitting there will start spreading their wings so you can see the size of the wing spread. Not exactly the easiest thing to do. You can see they're quite big, right? Comment c'est dit en français? Chauve-souris?
C'est en français, chauve-souris.
Chauve-souris. Souris, c'est le soir? Souris, c'est le soir? Souris, soir? The même word? No. I'm asking her if the same word is souris and soir, which means night in French, is the same. It's not. I'm just focusing on one, maybe 8-foot square area. While generally this whole tree, which is I think a mango tree, is just full of these things. So there's hundreds and hundreds of these things in this tree. So it's a lot more magnificent than what you're looking at. And it's really worth the time because, you could throw a rock at these guys. These are really close. I mean, I'm standing underneath the tree, basically pointing my tripod up there. So as far as bat tourist attractions, Batman, this is one of the better ones. Of course, what's annoying is all the ones that are making the big wing spreads are in other pictures, other parts of the tree. Okay, you can move. You can move, guys. Commence. Okay, Kara, Togo is part of a francophone country, so this means that the langue franque Franca is French. So basically the business language is French. The Kabylie is in the northern part of Togo. It's about 3/4 way up, maybe about, say, 7 hours, 8 hours north of Lomé, Togo, the main city. And there's big buses that come here. And there's a lot of hotels. It's about 80,000 people in this city. And it's a really proper sized city for living. You know, as far as the quality of life here, it's very calm, not a very aggressive place, and the transport's really cheap. Transport's about 20 cents a moto. They have motorcycle taxis here, and it's just generally overall one of the better places to hang out in West Africa. There's really little difference. It's a kind of a 50% Christian, 50% Muslim area, and just generally one of the better places to live in West Africa. I've been staying here for about a month or two, and I still haven't ran out of things to take photos on. Usually I end up leaving because I run out of things to take photos of. But Cairo, Togo is was originally settled by, I think, the German colonization sort of laid out the streets. So it's a little more organized. It's right straight up the country, and it's just generally one of the better places to come. But when you come, you know, you're going to have to say, c'est nécessaire parler un peu de français. Je m'appelle André en français. I have a friend here that's helping me to understand this. Her name is Linda. Is that Linda? C'est un nom français?
Linda.
C'est un nom français?
No?
C'est un nom français?
Linda.
Linda in Spanish is a name too. It usually means beautiful. C'est joli. Le nom c'est joli. Okay. Okay, come on guys, you can move. There's some of these sitting here that are just hanging around, flapping their wings all over. So what I'm hoping, some of these guys will wake up and start spreading their wings and do it. I chose most of the branches have leaves on them, so it's a little more difficult to photograph. So I chose one without so many leaves. But it's quickly getting dark, guys. Maybe I can go in closer. Strange as it sounds, this is not considered a tourist attraction. I looked it up in the Lonely Planet, and it doesn't seem to be there. I'm going to try to write my friend at Rough Guide to tell him about it. And I mean, it's just, you know, one of those quick, easy things. And the Central Grill is considered it's a German owner. So there's like Central Grill, Le Chateau, and maybe one other is owned by a German guy in there. There's a supermarché here, so this is one of the more upscale restaurants to come to. I made a tripod out of plastic tubing, so this isn't exactly your professional grade equipment here. I've got a camera, 20x zoom PowerShot camera, and you know, so there's not a lot of but then I'm also a lazy photographer. I don't really like to spend all my time playing with my camera. hopefully we're getting some pretty good video. I mean, one interesting thing about a camera is it's like a pair of binoculars. Even though I'm quite far away, it's actually, the 20x zoom lens is like a binoculars, right? So it's zooming in on these things, and it can actually show more color and things than I can actually see even looking at the screen of it. I often, when I really want to see something, I'll just look at it through my camera to use it as a pair of binoculars. So an easy set of binoculars. Yeah, they're moving a little. That's what we want. Okay, for you bat fans, I'm going to try to let you have about 3 or 4 minutes here of seeing. You can see every single flying thing you're seeing in this video is a bat. So I would suppose only in this one tree there's probably at least, I don't know, 300 or 400. But they're all over in this area. They're probably feeding on mosquitoes and or something. And supposedly, I've been doing research, and this is one reason why I thought about it, because malaria is carried by female mosquitoes, and when it sucks your blood, it goes from you to another person, carries a parasite, and basically the best way to get rid of, you have to minimize the amount of mosquitoes in an area so that the life cycle of all the parasites can end and all this stuff. So if you had bat houses, there's actually bat houses that you can construct, or you can create bat caves and actually encourage bats to come that would maybe eat the mosquitoes. Now there's probably hundreds of types of bats, so that's not as simple as saying. You got to make sure that this is actually a bat that eats mosquitoes. If anybody out there knows what type of bat this is and can help us, I would sure like to know. But as you can see, there's a lot of them. Okay, Andy Graham, Hobo Traveler in Karatogo, West Africa, at sunset at the Centra Grill. Just tell any moto Centra Grill, and most of the time they should take it.